A very good morning and welcome everyone. We are coming live from the BAYUEMAS Oval, the beautiful ground here in Malaysia, and it's time for match 4 of the thrilling 5 match series between Malaysia and Nepal. It has been a very entertaining contest so far. Malaysia leading the series 2-1 after some spirited performances. Well, Nepal today will look to level up the series, but if Malaysia wins today, they will seal the series. So a lot to play for, and it's a wonderful condition out here. It's sunny, dry, and perfect conditions for cricket. But before we go further, it's Harman out there with the two captains for the toss.
It's a nice sunny day here at the BAYUEMAS Oval, and it's the time for the fourth T20I Nepal versus Malaysia. I've got Indu Burma, skipper from Nepal. In the center, we've got Winifred, captain Malaysia, and Mr. Suresh, the match ref, to oversee the toss. I believe Indu's got the coin. Give it a nice flick.
Head.
Heads is the call. And heads it is.
Batting first.
Winifred, you didn't even wait for me to ask. You say batting first. Why?
Because you can see today weather is so good, and what we did before, we want to do the same thing with the same intents. So we were ready for a bat today.
2-1 up in the series. I'm sure the mood is pretty good. What do you think about this surface today?
I think, like what I said before, 120 will be a good score on this pitch, and also the outfield is a bit quicker today because not much rain yesterday as well. So I think 120 will be a good score on this pitch.
Any changes in that lineup?
No, we're going with the same lineup.
All the best.
Thank you.
Indu, again the toss not in your favor. Yeah, did you want to actually bowl first?
I think we want to bat actually, but it's toss is not in our favor. But our bowler has they have a good. I think they will. Our bowlers will definitely gonna do their best. I think they will restrict it below. I think. 100 because we have to restrict them below 100 because our batting lineup has to be increased as we had played since last two or three games. So definitely we wanted to improve our games. That's
Any changes in the lineup?
there's one changes. Sita in, Yosoda out.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
So the news from the center, Malaysia win the toss, decide to go bat first.
Well, there you have it. It's Malaysia once again who's going to bat first. So Malaysia, fourth time in this series, batting first. I think they are in a comfortable situation right now and like to exploit the conditions out there. The pitch looks to be perfect for batting, flat track, and as the day progresses, it might help the spinners as well. Well, the host will be looking to wrap up the series today itself, while Nepal will be determined to bounce back and force a decider tomorrow in the final match. So it's the two openers out there. For Malaysia, Aina Hamiza in great form, back-to-back half-centuries for her in the previous games. Definitely the number one batter for Malaysia in this series, and her partner Wan Julia. And for Nepal, it will be Kavita Kuwar who will be bowling the first delivery. Here comes the first ball. And she starts off with a wide, not the best of starts. Well, Kavita Kuwar has not been at her best due to an injury that she had earlier, still recovering. But she has the new ball in her hand. And with that, I would like to welcome back my fellow commentator Harman back into the comm box.
Thank you very much. A very good morning to you and all the fans and viewers tuning in.
That's a good looking shot. Again, coming from the middle of the bat. I think she's looking very confident out there, Aina Hamiza. Of course, due to the form that she has been carrying from the previous games.
She's been in some good touch, back-to-back 50s. And again, a no-brainer. Winifred winning the toss, sticking to that strategy, batting first, putting runs on the board.
Oh, the feet not moving there for Aina Hamiza. Short and wide, just not been able to capitalize.
There was that width on offer. She had a lot of gap as well. If you could see, the point is not in place. They've rather gone for a backward point, and you've got covers, extra covers, so that's a big gap there, which Aina Hamiza could exploit early on using the new ball. Of course, the pace of Kabita Kuwar.
Oh, that's in the air and a soft dismissal, and Aina Hamiza gets out for naught. What a breakthrough here. Nepal putting their foot on the gas and taking the wicket.
You expect that aggressive brand of cricket coming in. It's a must-win game. And there you could see nowhere in control of that shot. Leading edge and a simple catch there for Kabita Kuwar, who wastes no time before getting that wicket. First wicket there. With just the one run on the board. Malaysia, not a very good start into this contest.
Well, pressure straight away from the Nepal side. Aina Hamiza was just trying to pull that delivery from outside the off stump. Probably not the best of shots. Well, in comes the Malaysian skipper, Winifred. Well, she would be a happy skipper by now, winning all the tosses so far in the tournament. But I think it's the match that matters, and Malaysia will need to win today. And it's almost like a do or die situation for Nepal.
It's a must-win game for Nepal to level up the series. 2-1 up on Malaysia, and Winifred would be a little concerned with that early wicket going down with someone like Aina Hamiza, who's been in some good touch, who was getting the bulk of the runs, has perished without scoring today.
Again, that's a good delivery. Just teasing the batter outside the off stump.
Kabita Kuwar hasn't been at her best so far, but today looks like she's got that rhythm back. Started off with a wide, but a wicket coming in, and she's the quickest of them all in the Nepal side. Someone who's a great match winner, complete all-rounder.
Oh, that was a gem of a delivery. Beaten outside the off stump. Again, the hint of movement away from the right-hander. Look at that.
Yeah, beaten with pace and swing. Good work by the wicketkeeper as well, Ruby Porter. Taking an aim at the stumps. Winifred is on the back foot at the moment. No runs on the board for her. She's under pressure. That early wicket falling, where you want to dominate the power play, you're on the back foot already. Last ball coming up.
Again, a good delivery outside the off stump. So it's 1-for-1 Malaysia. And yes, coming back to Kabita Kuwar, I think it's the way she approaches the crease. Very gentle with the run up, but it's just that release point when she really puts in the effort, and it can be deceiving for a batter.
She's a terrific performer with the new ball as well. And sharing the new ball, no surprises, Pooja Mahato. Someone who's got the reputation of picking up wickets early on. Very disciplined with her line and length. Was the player of the match in the second T20I, when Nepal chased the target of 105. She contributed quite well with the ball and with the bat. Unbeaten knock. And someone who's been leading the under-19 squad as well. Has played a lot of cricket in Malaysia. They've been here for the YSD Super Women Series that was recently concluded. They've played the under-19 ICC Women's T20 World Cup early in 2025, where Malaysia was the proud host.
Yes, definitely. I think the Nepal team. Oh, she's got it. Another wicket here. Oh dear. What a poor shot from Juan Julia. Another attempted pull. And this time it hits the timber.
Yeah, Pooja Mahato picking up wickets in her very first over of the spell is no surprise. And Van Julia, poor shot selection. Trying to go across the line. The cross-batted shot. She misses, but Pooja hits the timber. Gets the wicket. And a wicket to start off her spell in this 4th T20I. Just that in-swinging delivery, kept a bit low as well. And that hit the middle and the off stump. See you later, says Pooja, and Nepal to Van Julia, who goes without troubling the scorers. Malaysia, 1 runs on the board and 2 wickets down.
And with that, it's Mas Elisa walking into bat. Still very early, only into the second over. Malaysia already lost 2 wickets. And I think this is the first time the Malaysian middle order has been exposed that early, because we have seen Aina Hamiza holding one end in all the 3 matches. And with her out cheaply, I think it will be a lot of work to be done in the middle order for the Malaysian batters.
Now there's going to be a lot of repair work to be done by these 2 batters. Very experienced, Mars Elisa, and alongside the skipper Winifred. A lot of responsibility in the previous game. Elisa batted really well. Played that second fiddle alongside Aina Hamiza. But today is a little different story. You've just got 1 run on the board, 2 wickets down, still inside of the power play. And also it's a very nice sunny day out here. So the deck is pretty good. And it is quite a friendly batting track. It's just a poor shot selection. It's nothing that the bowlers have done extraordinary. It's just the discipline they've shown, targeting the stumps, keeping it simple.
Yes, you're absolutely right there, Harman. Interesting shot selection, I would say. Both the batters were trying to hit the ball too hard and just not getting there. Oh, that was very close to the bat as well, but will be called a wide.
That's the wide signal coming in from Mr. Kalidas. Standing tall there. Very experienced on-field umpire, isn't he?
Yes, he has been there for years now. Not only for Malaysia, but globally as well. That's nudged away on the onside. First runs here off the bat of Mas Elisa.
Gets off the mark with that single. She'll have to play her natural game. She'll have to look for those 1s and 2s, which she's known for. There's no need to go for those big hits at the moment. And both these batters like to play down the ground. But today you see a little difference in that dugout of Nepal. Those players, they feel very confident ever since they've stepped out. Call it the wicket of that, which came of Aina Hamiza, and now also the big wicket of Van Julia.
That's a full toss, called a no ball. Well, that will be a free hit coming up.
Commentator's curse. A no ball plus the free hit.
Well, Harman is an interesting field set as well. So there is a cover in place, which is pretty straight. And then that extra cover almost standing in the same line. The free hit coming up here. She swings the bat, gets the under edge, and that might run away. Yes, it does. Well, that means the bat. But Malaysia will take it. First boundary here for Malaysia.
Yeah, runs are runs no matter how they come in. She was eyeing towards London. This goes towards Tokyo. But it's a boundary. Doesn't matter however it comes in. Mr. Stumps as well. Wouldn't have mattered though. But 4 runs. That's all that Malaysia will be happy about. I would say this is a good relief boundary for them. It's a good blessing to come in.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's very important for the Malaysian batters not to get carried away. Yes, they're under a pressure situation, but if you don't rotate the strike, and every dot delivery is going to pile up that pressure on both the batters.
Shahdur, if you remember the previous game, there were very little dot deliveries. That's why Malaysia ended up 120 plus on the board. So you got to be thinking similar to that. Yes, you got to forget about those 2 wickets lost, but build the partnership now.
Oh, that's beautifully played. Good looking shot, excellent timing, and that will be a boundary for Marcelisa. That was a shot of class.
A back foot punch coming in through covers. First boundary of the day, courtesy from the bat of Marcelisa. Brilliant timing and placement on that one. Using the power play quite well. A long chase for Rubina, but goes in vain.
And it was wonderful to watch how she dissected the three fielders. So that extra protection out there, and still she found the gap. So very good shot from Marcelisa. Again, short and wide, cut away. This time it's in the gap once again. That might run away for the second boundary. Back-to-back boundaries here. Good counter-attacking cricket here for Marcelisa.
She's playing a natural game. Again, just making room for herself. And that boundary comes in. That's Lisa's striking ability. Look at that shot once again. A lot of power generated. Sita Rana giving it a chase, but the ball winning it eventually. 2 overs gone. 17 for the loss of 2 Malaysia.
Well, 16 runs in the second over just changes the equation and lifts the pressure off the batters. Yes, they have lost a couple of early wickets, but I think now with a good run rate, if they can build up a partnership here, Malaysia can still fight back. Kavita Kuwar to continue in here. Played down to ground, but no runs there.
Delivery to start off. Yes, that's the run rate going up as well in that previous over. And Lisa played very safe cricket. There was no risk involved, and that's what you like to see. That's going to be a wide, sliding down the leg. Good take by Ruby Porter.
Well, I think the extras are something that the Nepal bowlers need to worry about. Usually they're very disciplined when it comes to their line and length, and we haven't seen the discipline yet. That's driven again, finds the fielder, very packed offside field. So that's why we need to give a lot of credit to Marcelisa for getting those gaps and those 3 boundaries in that over. Just lift the pressure off the batters.
Surely does, and also she's moved on to 9 runs. She's playing a natural game. You expect from a player like Marcelisa.
Swing of the bat, but the feet just not moving enough, not going to the pitch of the delivery, Harman.
Similar mistake what she did in the second T20I. She played a lot of dot deliveries. Was behind that cut shot, the square cut, where she missed 18 times. And it's the footwork that is cemented, needs to change.
Yeah, much better on that occasion, going to the pitch of the delivery, driving it. Yes, she found a fielder, but that looked a much convincing shot.
Absolutely, and you got to get close to the ball so that you can generate that power. Because if you're playing it away from the body, you're not able to get that friction that you need. It won't get you runs.
Played straight to the bowler. Well, a good over here, just a 1 run from the wide, and the rest of it has been dot deliveries.
Kavita Kuwar just keeping it simple, stump to stump. Just a little variation, keeping it away. She's not being predictable. That is good to see, and not trying anything extra. Just that 1 wide, which was a little wavered.
Again, good delivery. Nothing much to play with. No room on offered. End of the over. Just 1 run. Excellent over there from Kavita. She's done her second. 2 runs and a wicket. Malaysia 18 for 2. Well, Harman, I think with those 17 runs in the second over, I think Malaysia have that leverage of a couple of silent overs in the middle, because I think it's very important for them to steady the ship right now.
Absolutely, your run rate is just around 6 and over. Even if in the power play you can finish off with 30, 35 on the board without losing any further wickets, you will take that. And just that 1 over of Pooja, which was expensive, now they've gone on to with Suman Bisht, the left armer, coming in from the Golden Hope end. It's a good move. You know that the bowler's not been having a good day. It's a little off day for her. Just give her some rest. We saw that with Winifred in the previous game. First over went away for 17, if I'm not wrong, but then came back and bowled really, really well towards the death over. So sometimes it's not your day in the power play. So probably you prefer to bowl once the fielders are uplifted. You get that boundary protection. And Suman Bisht has been really effective with the angle that she comes in with.
That's pulled away in the gap. And the fielder does well. Oh, some slight hesitation out there in the middle between the two batters.
It was, I think, a good call from Elisa not to go back for the second, because there was Riya Sharma in the deep. She's a gun of a fielder, very good arm, and she came attacking towards it. Had they gone for the second, I feel Elisa would have been in deep, deep trouble. So a single to start off. And it's a good approach from Elisa. You can see that she's on the attack mode. Probably, I think the chart between Winifred and Lisa would be that I would go for the singles, and Elisa, you take on the bowlers. Find me those boundaries. Let's take the game on from here.
Yes, rightly mentioned there. And that's the reason you can see the contrast in both the batters. Winifred batting on 1 of 11, whereas Mas Elisa has already scored 10 of just 6 deliveries. So it's very important that Winifred understands and reassesses the situation and takes those singles.
It's holding your wicket from one end, which Winifred should be doing, and Elisa could be going for the counter attack. That is something that will get them runs as well, and they can get through the power play.
Again, played gently back to the bowler. But yes, coming back to Winifred Harman, too many dot deliveries will also get that psychological effect on her, where she will be trying to do something of the ordinary, and which might cost her wicket as well.
Absolutely, and we've seen batters go for the wrong shot selection and get panicked with those dot deliveries piling up. Already she's got 12 deliveries, just the one run. Should be looking for those ones and twos.
Again, played straight to the bowler. Well, there is a vacant area. There is a long on in place. You can just play it with the straight bat, and there's a single on offer, rather than trying to fetch the ball from outside the off stump. And straight away, Mas Elisa is doing the right thing, going and having a word with the partner.
And also, you could see that the entire onside is vacant inside the circle. There's nobody there. You just got a deep mid wicket and the fine leg. So there's that big gap. Now Indu Burma has come in, or she's sent in. Yeah, Indu Burma has come in now at short mid wicket to stop those singles on the onside, because I'm sure Elisa had a chat with Winifred, which they have encrypted.
Yes, absolutely. And straight away, the ball goes there, just wide of the fielder that was placed. So smart captaincy, I would say, from Indu Burma. So they're imposing the pressure on the batters.
Yeah, she probably read what Elisa said to Winifred, and that's why the fielder came in. But Winnie should have been more smart in the first place, should have assessed the wicket. You've got to read the field plan before facing the delivery. A lot of times you see batters do that in the men's cricket.
Well, good delivery once again. A wonderful over, just a run. Good comeback here from Suman Bisht. 2 runs off that over. It's 20 for 2 after 4. Well, the captain decides it will be Kavita Kuwar who will continue in here. Bowled a couple of overs and probably will be bowling the third and keeping 1 over for the death overs. But then, yes, if she's in a good rhythm, she might complete her quota of 4 overs as well.
Absolutely agree with that. She's in the rhythm.
Again, just a gentle push. So that's something that Winifred Fred really needs to work on. You need to find those gaps and those singles.
These dot deliveries now piling up a little too much for them, and Winifred needs to find those gap, or at least find those ones and twos. Not because this will add pressure on Marcelisa also.
Dancing down the track, but again, no timing whatsoever. And it also strangled Mas Elisa on the non-striking end for quite some time. So every time she faces the delivery, she takes a single and then just watches the next deliveries to be dot deliveries.
You can see that she's been prepped up at the non-striker's end.
That's in the air, and she's gone. Another wicket here for Kavita Kuar. And Winifred, the captain of Malaysia, now departs. Like we were mentioning, it was the pressure piling onto her, and she made that mistake.
Yeah, that wicket was no surprise. Those dot deliveries were piling up quite well. And a good wicket for Kavita Kuar, second one of the day, and a brilliant catch as well. Trying to go for the aerial route, not getting the connection, probably came in from the toe end. Look at that sliding catch. Well done there. It was Indu Burma, the skipper. And Malaysia are 20 for the loss of 3 as Winifred walks back for 2 of 17.
And the new batter walking in will be Mahira Izati. Another good batter for Malaysia. She can bat. Well, going on from Mahira Izati, the rest of the Malaysian batters, especially lower down the order, didn't get much opportunity to bat throughout the series. So I think it will be a good opportunity to test them as well.
We saw that the lower order or the middle order quite didn't get the batting options today. Today could be the day that they will be exposed. Already 3 down for just 20 in 4.3 overs. Mahira and Marcelisa. They do have a lot of batting still to come in. You've got Noor Dania as well. The likes of her is always pretty good with the bat.
That's edged away to third. That will be another single. Mahira Izati gets off the mark straight away. Well, that's all Winifred needed to do. Get those singles and get Mas Elisa back on strike.
Those dot deliveries were a little too much. That is something that in this format is not acceptable. And it was the pressure that was on her mind. It was just those dot deliveries that took away, got her carried away, went for that wrong shot, trying to clear the circle, unable to do so, gifted her wicket.
Good delivery once again. Just flirting around that off stump line, trying to tease the batter, get an edge. This is good bowling from Kavita Kuar into a third over.
Yeah, she's been bowling quite well. A lot of discipline with that line and length. A lot of control as well. Her third over so far has just conceded 3 runs.
That was a good looking shot there. Well, Kavita Kuar did well to get a hand to it, or else that ball would have been travelling to the boundary. End of over number 5. It's 22 for 3 Malaysia.
Suman Bish to continue. It's the last over of the power play. Nepal have done quite well. Picked up 3 wickets. That's a good looking shot. Brilliant work from Indu Burma. Standing in at mid-off. That was surely a boundary.
Yes, a very good looking shot there. Very positive. Mas Elisa. She's batting on 12 of 10. Good start to her innings. And I think it's very important for the Malaysian side that she remains out there.
Flicked away. Just be a single, but that is all that needs to be done here. Just keep that scoreboard ticking, that strike rotation.
Absolutely, I think that's smart batting there from Mahira Izati. Malaysia, they're trying to rebuild the innings. 3 wickets down, just 23 runs on the board. And I think it's a very important game for them as well. Yes, they're leading, but a win here will seal the series for them. And how big that will be for Malaysia.
Yeah, that will surely seal the deal. Series win. And it's the first series under the head coach, also the director of cricket for Malaysia Cricket, Mr. Dav Watmore. Another good looking shot, but straight towards the covers. Kavita Kuvar like a wall there. Marcelisa, she's been looking good. Someone who's been quite impressive even from that Superwoman series.
Yes, and I think it's a great feeling every time the ball hits the middle of the bat. And she has been doing it for ball one.
Allowed appeal. Not out, says the umpire. Close call. Surely did miss the bat, but brilliant bowling from Suman Best.
Another wonderful delivery. Suman Bist is trying up the runs, asking a few questions to the batter. Look at that, very close to the bat. This is good stuff here.
That's going to be a wide sliding down the leg. Mr. Kalidas with that slow wide signal that he does.
Well, Suman Bist has been among the wickets in all 3 encounters previously. He's a genuine wicket taker. And also bowls that line outside the off stump. She's not someone who's going to attack the stumps.
Quick single was the ask, but not against Indu Burma. Another brilliant fielder. A lot of good fielders in that lineup as well for both the sides, not only Nepal but also Malaysia. There's the skipper Indu Burma who's already taken a very good catch of Winifred.
Yes, absolutely. I think ground fielding has been exceptional throughout the series. Short and wide on that occasion. That will be a wide. Again, that square cut, the batters have not been able to put that away. So I think that's something Mr. Dave Watmore and the Malaysian analyst should take a note of, especially those shots square of the wicket.
They've kind of missed on those opportunities, but this one was way too wide, so you could give the benefit to the batter. Last ball again of the over. She'll have to reload for that one. Another wide sliding down the leg. Looks a little wavered in this over, Suman.
Well, it's very unlikely of Nepal bowling attack. We have seen a lot of wides very early in the innings. But one good thing is we have seen a very different body language from the Nepal cricketers, because they understand the importance of this game and a win here to keep them alive in the series.
It's a must-win game for Nepal in this series. A back foot punch straight back to the bowler. A dot ball to finish off the power play. 6 overs gone, 27 for the loss of 3 are Malaysia.
So change in bowling as umpire Sivan signals the end of the power play. It will be Rachana, the left arm spinner, Rachana Kumari Chaudhary. And I think it's a good time to bring in a spinner, because the batters are trying to settle down, so the change of pace can work for Nepal. And I've been very impressed with her bowling. Rachana, she has the knack of picking wickets, very economical as well. Someone who can spin the ball both ways.
Genuine left arm orthodox. She's got that control as well. And very clean action. Very pleasing to watch the action come in. A lot of learnings for the youngsters watching whoever aspired to become a left-arm orthodox spinner. Starts over the full toss, gets away with that. Just a single towards the long off. Now the fielders have been pushed back.
And I'm liking the approach of Mahira Izzati. Again, not afraid to dance down the track, trying to close those gaps where the bowler might exploit the pitch. So before the ball spins, she's getting to the pitch of the delivery, playing her shots.
It's lofted in the air, over covers. They'll get the height, but not the distance. They'll get the couple of runs.
Again, good looking shot inside out from Mas Elisa. Well, we're still surprised we're into the fourth game and we haven't seen a single six being hit.
You expect a lot of range hitting practice to get those big hits. We could have seen that one, but it was a brilliant catch taken in the deep in the previous game, if you remember.
Yes, I think it was Noor Isatul, the fielder. What a day she had in the last game. 3 run-outs and that brilliant catch.
And that back foot punch coming in. She plays that shot quite well. And also, I feel the boundaries are pretty big on the square. It's just behind the bowler that has got the shorter sides. Okay, look at that quick single, denied. It's good fielding. The fielders are on their toes.
Yes, you're absolutely right about the dimensions. I think that's where the batter should look to play in the V more often. And apart from Aina Amiza, we have seen most of the batters trying to play it much squarer.
Single this time on the onside. Good running. Good match awareness as well. End of the over with that. 7 gone, 31 for the loss of 3.
There you see the Malaysian batters. What a bad start. Aina Hamiza, 1 Julia, both going out for naught. Then Winifred, she was very slow, batting on 2 before she got out. And now it's the rebuilding process. Mas Elisa and Mahira Izzati out there. They're trying to rebuild the innings. Mas Elisa batting on 15 of 19. She has got the start. But Malaysia will need to score at least 100 runs to put any pressure on Nepal.
And with that, Sitarana Magar comes in. Missed out the last 2 games. Comes in from the Golden Hope end. Straight towards Kavita Joshi. Dot ball. Not a spin option as well. You've got Sitarana, you've got Rachna, and you've also got Kavita Joshi, not to be forgotten. Indu Burma can also roll the arm.
Yes, it's a good problem to have in the team. And I think it's a good inclusion of Sitarana Magar coming back in. So she adds an extra spinner and also that flair right up the order.
And also she's a left-handed batter, which adds that dimension to your lineup. Bats at the top order. Senior member of the side. It's going to be another dot ball. Kavita Joshi. She's been busy in this over.
So far a good start here. Sitarana Magar not giving much room to the batters. Trying to attack the stumps as well.
Towards the corner. Another single. You've got a good field spread. You've got deep covers. You've got a long off, more of a wideish long on, corner, and a deep mid wicket. The 4 fielders outside of the circle. She was in 2 minds. We'll nudge that away for a single.
Smart bowling here. She saw Mahira Izzati trying to come down the track. In fact, it was Mas Elisa. Good smart cricket. They snatched a single, so they keep the scoreboard ticking. That's more important right now.
Absolutely. Oh, that's beautifully played behind the keeper. Should be looking to come back for the second. And they will push back for the 2. Good running.
Yes, excellent running between the wickets. Again, putting a lot of pressure on the fielder. 2 runs there. That will be the end of the 8th over, 36 for 3 Malaysia.
Last 2 overs before the drinks break. And Rachna will continue. Went away for 4 in the previous over. As Mahira and Mas Elise are looking to build up a partnership. Starts over the dot delivery just outside off.
And some steep bounce there that just lifted off a good length delivery. So it's
another dot delivery, just that widest length on offer. Probably trying to get those catchers coming in towards the backward point or the gully. So the extra cover there. This time it's going to be a wide. Coming in from that umpire, the Steven.
But signs of encouragement here for the bowler. Steep bounce, and she's getting some turn as well. So definitely we'll keep her.
That was a little unexpected bounce there. The dot ball. Some trickle there. This time turning it in towards the right-handed batter. Single towards the long off.
Well, so far the wicket's been pretty true to the bounce. Good tracks here at the BAYUEMAS Oval. So a lot of credit should go to the curators as well.
Mahira will finish off with that quick single being stolen.
Again, a risky single there. But they are just getting away here. Malaysian batters trying to find a single of each and every delivery, taking on the fielders. Look at that. That could have been touch and go.
Could have been a close call. Ends the over with a dot ball. 9 gone. 39 for 3.
So decent partnership here between the two, Mas Elisa and Mahira Izzati. I think it's very important that they bat at least until the 15th over without losing any further wickets and get back Malaysia back into the game. The run rate is very slow. It's only 4.33 runs per over.
They'll be aiming at least 6 an over moving forward from here. Sita Rana, 5 of the previous over. Square cut towards the deep will be a single.
And this is good batting from Mahira Izzati. She's keeping the pressure off her and off Mas Elisa as well. Because when she came into bat, it was a tough situation. And from there, she's batting on 8 of 8. I think it's very good batting here.
Has been pulled away. Looking for 2. Yes and a no. Send back just in time.
Again, the batters trying to take on the fielders. And I think it was a good call. There was never a 2 there. It was Riya Sharma. Again, good throw there from the deep.
We yet to see Riya Sharma bowl. Generally opens with the new ball. Again, that slight little width. Cut away. Kabita will pick that up. Another single. Haven't seen Riya Sharma so far. That's very surprising to me. Someone who's known to bowl with the new ball. Has got that ability to skid the ball.
Probably due to the fact that she was a bit expensive in the last game. But that was due to Aina Hamiza, who really took on her.
Yeah, Aina Hamiza, she was in some good form. The first 3 games, in fact, she did really well today. Just couldn't capitalize on it. Turning out to be a good silent over. Again, the back foot punch coming in. Looking for 2, but not against Kabita. One of the quickest arm there.
Well, Malaysia will be very relieved to see Mas Elisa bat like that. She has really recovered from that injury. And now she's looking good. Wonderful knock in the last game, 30 odd runs. And here she's batting on 20 of 30. Another good start for her.
Yeah, she's a star performer. Future is in good hands. Players like Noor Dania stepping up. You've got Mas Elisa, then you've got Noor Izzatul. Erdina is another very good player to watch out. Or was there a chance? Did it carry towards the bowler? Nonetheless, will be a single. And 10 overs gone. 44 for 3 as we head towards the drinks break.
Welcome back, viewers, after a short drinks break. So the players are hydrated now. We're at the halfway stage, 44 for 3. We're here live at the Biomass Oval for the bilateral series between Nepal and Malaysia. It's match 4. Malaysia leading the way 2-1 up in the series. And it's Mahira Izzati on strike with her partner Mas Elisa still out there. Rachna Kumari will be bowling the first delivery after the break. Slightly short and wide, cut away but straight to the fielder, no runs there.
Rachna continues to be impressive with her line and length.
Good use of the feet, just dancing down the track. Again, very positive footwork here from Mahira Izzati.
Just a single. They need to that throttle up, get those runs coming in. And the way batting has been going, it's been slow.
Again, trying to use her feet. Mas Elisa this time. And Rachna Kumari is someone who can really bowl through her overs very quickly. Just bowl 3 deliveries into the over, just 1 run given. Make that 4. Another dot delivery. So every dot delivery here will be extra pressure for the batters.
Again, that similar error that they did to the second T20I, which costed them the game.
Good use of the feed, heaved away on the onside. That's in the gap. They might be pushing for the second. Yes, they do. Couple of runs there. Again, very good looking shot from Marcelisa.
Elisa has been this player that's been looking for those ones and twos. Needs support from the other end. Myra's got 11 of 12 as well. 47 for 3. You can pick up from here. You need a few good overs. Should be targeting at least 110 plus if you want to win this game.
That's worked away on the onside. Easy single. Again, smart batting. And with that single, Mas Elisa right now is number 2 in the top run getters. So she has already scored 77 runs with an average of 25.33 in this series. Second best to Aina Hamiza, who scored 137 with an average of 45. She missed out today as well. Malaysia 48 for 3 after 11. And finally, it's Riya Sharma, who's been brought into the attack from the Golden Hope end. And I think it's a good change because both the batters were looking very comfortable against the rest of the bowlers. And they have options of Riya Sharma. And they still have Kavita Joshi yet to bowl. They have Ruby Nachatri as well, Indu Verma, the captain. So a lot of options for Nepal. Played straight to the fielder, no runs there.
Riya generally quicker through the air. Not your typical off-spin bowler. Seen a bowl quite well inside of the power play as well. A little expensive in the previous game.
Good looking shot down the ground. Another single. This is a good partnership here.
And talking about so much depth in bowling, we've seen that in the associate cricket as well. That you play a lot of all-rounders, which gives you that liberty or the luxury of having an extra bowler who also has the knack of getting runs.
Misfield, that will be another single, and we'll bring up the 50 for Malaysia as well. 50 for 3 into the 12th over. And you're absolutely right, Harman. I think it's also the competition that's in the associate nations, because you need to be a very you cannot be one dimensional. So you need to be very versatile when it comes to your attacking game or how you played. So I think that's one of the reasons as well.
Yeah, she's been bowling well. Just conceded a couple of runs. Now she's got a change in fielding. Sita Rana has been sent to the deep. They've got Rachna. Good delivery again. That flight and turn. She's mixing it up quite well. That bag of variations that she's got. She's a brilliant bowler. Last ball coming up.
Oh, big appeal. That could be close. Again, Marcelisa advancing down the track. Wrapped on the pads. End of the over. Good over. Just 2 runs. 50 for 3 Malaysia. Was slightly short and wide, and again played straight to the fielder. Rachana Kumari doing a good job here. She'll be bowling off her quota of 4 overs. Economical once again. Didn't get a wicket, but she has controlled those middle overs. That was arm ball. Just went on straight. Mahira Izati happy to let it go.
It's not easy to read that arm ball. Getting much turn there. A little quicker. And both these spinners have been doing quite well.
Use of the feet once again. Goes too long off for a single.
Shaidu, do you feel that Malaysia are doing the same error which they did in the second T20I, which costed them the game?
Could be. I mean, if they bat well and probably accelerate towards the back end of the innings, but then you cannot be playing too many dot deliveries in the middle, because that will always create an extra pressure and cause the psychological effect which will go against you as a batter.
Completely agree on that.
Again, finding the fielder. Look at that. It was way outside the off stump, and rather than going square, she tried to play a cross batted shot.
And also the frustration on the face of Marcelisa. You could see that after that shot. Mighty frustrated with herself.
Played with one hand, lost her footing, but that's in the gap. Long chase here for Kavita Kuwar, and 2 runs there. Again, like you said, the frustration, it looks on the body language of the batters. Mas Elisa was almost going at 100 strike rate in the first 10-11 deliveries that she faced, and from there now she's batting on 26 of 41. Oh, again trying to hit the ball too hard. Mas Elsa, she's just losing her plot. I think she needs to be calm. She's got the start. Yes, she can still carry on with the bat, and you should not be dropping your shoulders. Malaysia 53, 54 in fact, for 3 after 13 overs. And straight away, Mahira Izati doing the right thing, having a word with Mas Elisa. Well, Mas Elisa needs to believe in herself. She's very skillful, looking very good out there. Just few dot deliveries, and it should not affect you too bad, because Malaysia will still need her to be batting. So Riya Sharma will continue in here. Good use of the feet once again in the gap. Will they push the fielder? Fumble and good running here. Mahira Izati called for that second, and she makes it easily.
You got to add pressure on the fielder, and that's exactly what the batters did. They come back for the 2. Now you got to convert those singles into doubles. You need to pick up the accelerator. Should be targeting 6-7 runs and over. Still have a few overs remaining.
Much better on that occasion. Mas Elisa playing it with soft hands, running hard, excellent running once again. I think they have picked the right fielder.
And they're targeting the bowler. They've got the 2 doubles to start the over number 14. And the next over, you've got the slog overs to start off. So the right start, last 7 overs. Shaidur, you should be getting 120. 110 plus is a must on this wicket. It's a good batting track, let me tell you. I was there at the toss. Pretty flat, a lot of sun on there.
That's aerial. Just went over the infield. Well, it's still a good over. 5 runs of it. This partnership now building up. 40 runs they've added.
You need to finish off this over well. You need to add another 3-4 runs. If you get a boundary from somewhere, that would be the cherry on the cake. You need 4s. At least 1 boundary in at least 2 overs or so.
They sliced away, just away from that fielder, but that they'll get the second. Again, beautiful running. Good running between the wickets. They're pushing hard, and I think it's a good over. Yes, they didn't find a boundary, but they have got 7 runs of 4 deliveries here.
Yeah, they're using the pace of Riya, who's generally quicker, and they've read that quite well. They know that she's trying to drift the ball. So that pace on offer is allowing the batters to get those gaps. They're adding pressure on the fielders. That's why you saw the throw was not a very good throw.
Yes, I think at times Riya Sharma can be very predictable. Oh, that's in the air. That will go down as a drop catch, but again, it goes to the deep. 2 runs taken. Excellent running here. So good fitness level shown by both Mas Elisa and Mahira Rezati. They've been running really hard.
Drop catch there by Rachna. Had to dive towards her right. A couple of runs added again. Suman Bish, not the best of throws in the deep. You could see the batter is quite tired at the moment. It's pretty hot out there. Just around 37 degrees Celsius. Scorching hot.
And I think it's the humidity that really takes a toll on your fitness.
Because you lose a lot of water. It's very important to keep yourself hydrated. Those electrolyte drinks need to come in. But running between the wickets is not easy. And you've picked up 4 doubles. That's commendable. That's a lot of fitness level there on display.
Yes, absolutely. I think both are very busy cricketers here. And probably the right pair to be there for Malaysia at this stage of the game. And just playing it with soft hands and taking the right call. And she hits the timber there. Rubina Chatri. Well, end of the 14th over. It's 63 for 3.
Yeah, good previous over. 9 of it in total. I'm sure there will be a lot of chat between Mahira and Mas Elisa that we need to just stick to this. We've done this in the previous over. Let's continue. Next 36 deliveries. Let's target at least 40-50 from here. And if you get those 50 runs, you cross that 110 mark, which I feel could be a good score because of the bowling lineup that Malaysia have. It's a very decent bowling lineup. And if you can pick up early wickets like they did in the previous game. The fielding, I think the fielding was top class in the previous game.
Yes, you need to tick all the boxes to win matches. Especially when both the teams are evenly poised. A lot to play for in this game for both the sides. It's Kavita Joshi who starts off with a wide. Another spinner being brought back into the attack. Well, that's the first over, in fact, that she's bowling. Kavita Joshi. That's in the air. The fielder got underneath and that's dropped. Well, Mas Elisa survives.
Yeah, you expect those catches to be taken. It's a dropped catch. Catches win you matches, especially someone like Mas Elisa. You don't want to give her lifelines. She will make you pay for it.
Well, that's the second drop in consecutive overs. Played straight to the fielder. Oh, better throw there from the captain. And Mas Elisa was gone. She was struggling to get to the other end.
And also on the ranking, Nepal is ranked 21 and Malaysia is on 26. So winning this will not only up their ranking, it's also a big win. You beat a nation which is 5 ranks up. That is good progress.
That swept away. Again, they're pushing, but Kavita Kowar has a strong throw. They're not going to take on her. Just a single. Yes, right. I think it will be psychologically a big moral boost for Malaysian cricket if they win the series. And that will really put up a statement to the rest of the teams as well. That will be another wide. Again, Mahira Izzati just trying to get down the track, trying to unsettle the bowler. I think it's a good ploy. Just not allowing the spinners to settle in. Both the batters have done a wonderful job here. Using her feet once again. That's in the air and a simple catch. And finally that breakthrough comes in. It's Mahira Izzati who gets out. Kavita Joshi bringing the breakthrough for Nepal.
Yeah, didn't quite get the connection on that one. Straight towards the point fielder, Riya Sharma, making no mistakes. Catching practice there for her. That's the wicket number 4. Mahira, good knock, 18 of 21. And finally that big partnership comes to an end. Sigh of relief for the Nepalese bowlers. As in comes Noor Dania. She's been a star performer, isn't she?
Yes, absolutely. I think she has been wonderful with the ball. With the economy of below 4 runs per over. And she's also amongst the wickets. Top wicket taker for Malaysia. second in the list in this series. And I think now she will look to score some runs for the team as well. Just when Malaysia were looking comfortable, they have lost a wicket here. 48 runs partnership coming to an end. But for their liking, Mas Elisa is still out there. They will believe that she can carry her bat through the innings.
Both these young girls have played a lot of cricket together. Elisa and Noor Dania. Noor Dania surely does have that big hitting ability also.
Played straight to the bowler, no runs there.
The intention is clear. She's going to hit it if it's in the arc. Last ball.
Yes, I think that's how it should be. They should not get carried away. Solid punch back to the bowler. Will end the over. It's 68 for 4. 5 overs remaining. Well, the Malaysian batters, look at that top order. They failed, but then those two batters, Mas Elisa and Mahira Izzati, doing a wonderful job. 48 runs partnership. Mas Elisa still batting out there. 33 runs for her. And 15 extras. I think that's something that the Nepal bowlers need to work on.
They need to work on that. Burma has gone back to the pace factory. Suman Bish 2 overs, none for 7. Marcelisa 33. She's yet to score a 50 in this series. Just seen those couple of 50s coming from the bat of Aina Hamiza. Suman Bish will continue from the Golden Hope end. That's where she started her spell. Last 5 overs. The slog overs are on. Starts with a wide, well wide there. She'll have to re-bowl that one. It's also a no ball, I beg your pardon. That's pitched outside. So a no ball plus the free hit. Oh dear. Let's have a look at that one.
Well, that was a bizarre delivery. Landing outside the pitch. And what a time to bowl a no ball. Free hit coming in here. And it's Mas Elisa on strike.
Elisa with a perfect license. You open the arms, go for the big shot. Here comes the free hit. She's lofted that towards the deep mid wicket. Should be looking for the second. Good running. Noor Dania, she's quick.
Yes, very good running between the wickets. Once again, Mas Elisa dealing in doubles. And I think it's the right way to go when you have realized that boundaries are hard to come by. You need to run hard and put the pressure on the fielders and the bowlers as well. So far, they have been doing it.
71. 29 away from 100. Just trying to open the face of the bat towards Samjana. Dot ball.
Every dot delivery will be gold dust in here for Nepal. Malaysia will need to score at least 100 to put up a good total. Something for the bowlers to bowl at.
Just beats the fielder at covers. Should only be a single. Indu Burma attacking. She's been busy as well, patrolling the boundaries. As you mentioned, I feel anything less than 110, 115 is below par. Today, Nepal is going to come out with their A game. And let me remind you that Kabita Kuwar is yet to fire with the bat. She's had a brilliant outing with the ball. So you can expect fireworks from her bat. And trying to hit that too hard. Noor Dania playing it away from the body again.
Well, again, I think that's where the match awareness really matters a lot. Noor Dania, all she needs to do is just to get a single and get Mas Elisa back on strike. She's batting on 36. The set batter, she needs to face more deliveries.
That's beautifully played. Beats the fielder. Will find the fence as well. That's the first boundary for Noor Dania. Exquisite timing on that one.
Well, she just proved me wrong there. If she can bat like that and score some boundaries, I'd like to see her on strike. Good looking shot there. It was wide, with on offer, and finally someone connecting for that square drive.
Yeah. Mr. Dev Watmore outside watching very briefly. Passes the ball back. That boundary was much needed. Every over we're talking about those boundaries to come in. You've got the start. 8 of it. Last ball coming in. 76 on the board in 15.5 overs. And a wide signal. That wide signal coming in for Mr. Kalidas. 77 on the board. Another good over for Malaysia.
That's the 10th wide. So that's something that will really worry the Nepal camp, especially the bowlers. Usually they're very disciplined with the bowling. These are free runs here for Malaysia.
A swing and a miss. End of the over. 16 gone, 77 for the loss of 4.
There you see the Nepal bowlers, Kavita Kowar, exceptional with the new ball. 3 overs, 4 runs, couple of wickets for her. Pooja Mahato was very expensive, took a wicket with the first delivery, but since then she has kept out of the attack. Suman Bish, 3 overs, 16 runs. Rachana Kumari, 4 overs, she has bowled out, giving away 14 runs. And Kavita Joshi picking up that 4th wicket for the team. So good mix here for Nepal, but I think it's the wide or the extra section that they really need to work on.
Way too many extras in this. Deep in her crease was Marcelisa. Just a single. Kavita continues from the Nigara end. Looks like that 100 could be a score that they'll be eyeing. 110 plus would be even better.
Yes, I think the 100 should be the landmark here. That's the minimum that Malaysia should get from here, until or unless they do something funny.
Oh, tight single, but good running, excellent running. There was never a single there. They've stolen it.
Well, not the best of fielding there. Slight fumble, which allowed the batter.
13 away from her 50. She's batted well. Goes for the lofted shot. Will be a safe one. Just a single as Samjana comes in. Good batting.
And brilliant fielding in the outfield as well. Just rushing to the ball. Again, good looking shot there from Marcelisa. She has only scored 2 boundaries. So that's 30 runs.
Another brilliant strike. Beats the fielder at point. Sitarana with the dive. A yes and a no, but they'll complete the double. Not the best of returns. 2 more added to that scoreboard.
Well, coming back there, just 8 runs of boundary. So Marcelisa, she had to run 30 runs. And then while she was partnering with Noor Tanya, and even before this, her previous partners, she was running for the other end as well. That's a lot of running that she did. Malaysia only scoring 3 boundaries in the entire innings.
Absolutely agree with that. Danya, she's making sure that the scoreboard keeps ticking. Shaidur, when you've got 6 wickets in hand with 19 more deliveries, at least 30 should be on the card from here.
Yes, they should be eyeing for that. But it also depends of the batting strength that's left, because there are a lot of youngsters after this who haven't been exposed yet in this series so far.
Yeah, 6 of the over, 17 done. 83 for 4 are Malaysia after winning the toss and electing to go for a bat first. It's the 4 T20I out of the 5 games with Malaysia leading the series 2-1. It's a very important game for Nepal. We'll look for that win to tie it up. So tomorrow will be the decider. That is something that we all will be hoping for. A good tight finish. But if Malaysia wins here, that will be history for them. They have never beaten Nepal women's side. And Sita Rana has been brought back. A couple of overs rest given to her.
So 83 on the board. Yes, they have 6 wickets, but I think the key for Malaysia will be this pair out there, Noor Tania and Marcelisa. Marcelisa, she deserves a half century. I think she should get there. It's played in the air. Good looking shot. One bounce into the boundary. These are welcome runs here coming from the bat of Noor Tania.
There was a lot of flight on offer. Brilliant striking ability over the bowler's head. 4 runs. The two fielders were just the mere spectators. Good start to the over. A boundary there. And as I told you earlier on, Noor Tania has that big hitting ability. She's a good clean striker. Promising talent. Another flighted delivery straight towards the fielder. Rubina does well.
Well, the intent is very clear from Noor Tania. She's going to take on Sita Rana Magar.
That's in the air. Just short. Chance of run out as well. That was very lazy from the fielder. She should have gone for the catch.
Well, I think they still had the opportunity, but Sita Rana Magar just couldn't gather the ball, dropped it. Again, a single being snatched from the fielders. Malaysia doing a wonderful job here, 88 for 4. 5 runs off the over so far.
Oh, beautifully played. That sweep, she plays it so well. That's the boundary. It had a 4 written on it all over. Moves into the 40s, Marcelisa.
And again, she just converted that into a full toss and swept it away into the gap. Another boundary. Good batting here from Marcelisa.
It's turning out to be another very good over for Malaysia. 9 of it. Couple of deliveries remaining. Bringing on a spinner has backfired in Burma. She had the fast bowling option as well. Smart cricket towards the onside. Would be a tough one for the second, but good running. Not the best of returns again from the deep. Well, they've converted the single into a double, as Elisa is now 6 away from that 50.
Again, brilliant running between the wickets. Not the best of throws, but they are taking the risks and they're taking the chances, and so far it has worked for them.
11 of the over. Last ball coming up. Again, that sweep shot. Lot of work for the fine leg up in the circle. Will be another boundary. Perfect finish to the over. Started the over with a boundary. Ends the over with a 4 as well. 98 on the board as Elisa moves to 48.
Well, that was absolutely brilliant. Mas Elisa just changing gears at the right time. 3 boundaries in that over. Again, that sweep shot. Brilliantly executed. Finding the gap. Well, before that over, Malaysia only hit 3 boundaries. And then they had 3 boundaries in that specific over.
This was the over that Malaysia was looking for. And the physio has come out. Elisa, she's batted for quite a while. She's been there for at least 14, 15 overs, if I'm not wrong. More than that. Came in at number 4.
And I think it's all about the running that she did. 4 boundaries for her. That's 16, 32 runs she had to run. Noor Tania is batting on 13. She hit a boundary, so 9 runs for her. And then Mahira Izzati's got 18 without a single boundary. That's 50, 60 runs that you need to run, that you had ran in the middle with such difficult conditions, hot and humid. These are testing conditions here. And a lot of credit should go to Marcelisa.
She's batted really well, like a warrior she is. Just the 2 runs away from that 50. She's batted really, really well. She's a star performer. Marcelisa. Pretty young.
She just clicked at the right time for Malaysia. It was very good in the previous game as well. 30 odd runs. And now 48. Kavita Joshi will continue.
A quicker delivery. That'll be a dot ball. She scored 450s already. And this one would be the 5th in T20Is for Marcelisa. Genuine talent. That came in from the top edge, but just over the fielder. They won't look to come back for the second, just the single.
I think that's the right thing to do. Marcelisa should be playing most of the deliveries here. Just too shy of a 50. We have already seen 250s from Aina Hamiza. This could be the third, and all three from Malaysian batters.
Interesting fact there. Something that the Nepal would be looking at. Oh, a little risky. Direct hit, she was a goner.
And I think it was a good call. There was never a single there. Marcelisa doing the right thing.
Pushed away through covers. That single, the 100 is up for Malaysia. 100 for the loss of 4 in 18.4 overs. This is turning out to be a good silent over. Just a couple of runs.
It's a good comeback here from Kavita Joshi. 4 deliveries, just 2 runs.
Driven powerfully. Straight towards the long off. Just a single coming in. This was the over that Nepal was looking for. And now Elisa on strike. She's on 49 of 59 deliveries. Will that 50 come up in this over? That's a brilliant strike. And that will be a boundary to bring up the 50-20 I-50 for Marcelisa. A brilliant knock from the youngster. Raises the bat in honor. She's batted really, really well. Came in when the team was in some trouble. And has batted and testified as one of the rising superstars for Malaysia.
It's a wonderful knock here, Marcelisa. 53 of 60 deliveries, 5 boundaries. What a wonderful knock here. And well deserved. She came into bat at a very difficult situation. Just soaked the pressure. And now she's accelerating just at the right time. Malaysia 105 for 4 after 19. 6 legal deliveries. And it will be time for Kavita Kuwar, who was very good with the new ball. 3 overs, 4 runs, couple of wickets for her. Nepal will need to finish strong here. So does Malaysia. So the final 6 deliveries will be crucial here for both the sides.
Absolutely. These last 6 deliveries, if they can add up that 10 runs, 115 on the cards, that is what we were talking about. Although Winifred wanted 120 plus, she said we want to do something similar to what we did in the last game. Batted first, got 120, and they won that game by 13 runs. Noor hits that in the air, should be a catch. Oh, what a catch! What a catch! Take a bow. That is Rachna for you. Had a lot of ground to cover, and with that dive, that's the wicket there. Absolutely brilliant.
That was an absolute stunner of a catch. He had to run, and that dive coming in. Excellent catch to see the back of Noor Dania, and Kavita Kuwar once again bringing that breakthrough. Let's have a look at that. Oh, absolutely brilliant.
That's the kind of brilliance you need in the outfield. You need the support from your fielders as a bowler, and Rachna has done that. Noor Dania walks back for 15. A good knock. 105 for 5. 5 more deliveries remaining. In comes the new batter.
It's Noor Izzatul. Well, she definitely showed her skills in the field. And now it's time for her to bat.
You need the finishing touches from her. Another diving effort from Rachna. Would just be a single. Just the 1 run. But most importantly, you got Elisa back on strike.
Well, that was a very confident looking shot for someone who has just made her debut, coming into bat for the first time in the series. And from the shot, you can definitely see that she's someone who can bat.
Completely agree. And Lisa continues to manipulate with the field. Another couple on the cart. Good running. Very, very good running. Well, you got to commend the effort of Marcelisa. Been there for almost 18 overs of play. And she's been still batting, running those singles and doubles hard.
Yes, absolutely. She came into bat in the second over when Malaysia lost 2 wickets for just 2 runs. And since then, she has not looked behind.
Again, shuffling across this time. The ball kept a bit low. Kavita Kuvar, she's been quite impressive today.
And that's good bowling as well. Just following the batter. A very good over. Just 3 runs and a wicket. 2 more deliveries.
That's heaved up in the air. Should be just a single. Indu Burma, very quick to get there. So the last ball, it will be Noor Izzatul on strike. 109 on the board. Can she squeeze out a boundary from somewhere?
Well, that will be very important. And if she can get one, she will be very famous today in the dugout for sure.
You need that finishing touch. Last ball of the first innings. A good strike, but didn't quite get the connection. They should be looking for the second. It will be a tough one, but in the end, they quite comfortably come back for the 2. So an unbeaten knock by Marcelisa of 56 and 111 for the loss of 5 is what Malaysia have finished off in their 20 overs after winning the toss and electing to go for a bat first.
I think Malaysia will be happy. Look at that. The top order failing, but then Mas Elisa, what a knock. 56 of 63. Mahira Izzati supported her well, 18 of 21. And Noor Dania played a good knock as well, 15 of 15. 17 extras. 111 is what Malaysia got after the 20 overs. But the bowlers did an amazing job, especially that bowler up there, Kavita Kuvar, 4 overs, 10 runs, 3 wickets. Pooja Mahato getting a wicket. And Kavita Joshi, 1 wicket for her as well. So it's game on here. Nepal will need to score 112 runs of their 20 overs as we head into a short break, and we will come back with the Nepal chase. Thank you. Welcome back, viewers. We're here live at the BAYUEMAS Oval, and it's time for the chase. It's Nepal who's going to bat. They'll need to score 112 runs. And the two openers out there, it's Samjana and Ruby Podar. And taking the new ball for Malaysia, as usual, it will be Aina Hamiza coming from the Negara end. So to all the viewers, a very warm welcome. Salamat datang. We are at the BAYUEMAS Oval. Well, the sun is out. Perfect conditions here for cricket. As we line up for another exciting one. Here comes the first delivery. That's pulled away. First boundary here for Nepal. What a start. So the intent is straight away clear. They're going to go for the runs. They're going to chase it.
What a shot. No time wasted by Samjana. Poor length on offer. No one in the deep. First boundary. A target of 112. Subtract the boundary from it. Game on. Shaidur. Nepal, it's a must-win game for them. If they lose this one, the series will go towards Malaysia. Worked away. Should only be a single on that occasion. Better length.
Yes, a boundary of the very first delivery really puts up the statement that we're going to go hard at the bowlers. Where for Malaysia, it wasn't easy until the 17th over, where they scored 3 boundaries. Before that, it was very hard for boundaries to come by.
It was that over that rhythm shifted towards towards Malaysia to finish off at that 111 on the board. Just around that pass score. Good shot. Ruby Porter as well. Hits that quite well. That will be a boundary. Just cut away. Little width on offer. Second boundary already.
Well, that's a brilliant shot. Square of the wicket. Short and wide. And rightfully punished. Look at that. Coming from the middle of the bat. Dissecting the two fielders. And umpire Kalidas coming in the way, in the line. The firing line as well.
I think it was the fielder that came in the way. Mr. Kalidas had just moved away to save himself from that shot by Ruby Porter. Looking for that quick single. Direct hit could be a close call. Risky single there. But this is that slight little intent that you needed from Nepal. They want to maximize the use of power play. They want to put up a statement.
Yes, absolutely. I think Malaysia as a fielding unit needs to be right on their toes. That for me shouldn't be a single.
You want to control those singles. Again, cut away. This time didn't quite get the power. Square of the wicket. Another single. But Samjana is on the attack mode and so is Ruby Porter.
Well, Aina Hamiza was not happy with that effort. She was telling the fielder, you should have thrown because there was a backup. Because Malaysia needs to convert those half chances. That's the only way because these two batters can be dangerous.
That's going to be a wide. Signal coming in for Mr. Seven. 12 on the board already. This is the first big over. Out of the 4 T20Is, this is the first biggest over that you'll see inside of the power play. 12 runs coming in. So the intent very much on. They know that if they want to win this game, you got to score quick in the power play. That first 6 overs very important. Oh, there's the wicket, chopped on, straight onto the stumps, inside edge. Wicket number 1 as Ruby Porter perishes. Aina Hamiza gets the wicket of the last ball. 12 for the loss of 1 on Nepal.
Well, again, trying to hit the ball too hard. Aina Hamiza, she didn't contribute with the bat today, but she takes a wicket in a very first over. Let's have a look at that. Slightly coming back in, taking the inside edge. Not the best way to get out, but Malaysia will take it. They've got that early wicket that they needed.
Malaysia will take those wickets no matter how they come in. Kavita Kuvar comes out in at number 3. She was the leading run getter in the YSD Malaysian Super Women Series. It was concluded last week before the start of this series. Just played a couple of games. Top scorer there, got a 60 and 44 if I'm not wrong. And after that, she missed out all the games, but still was the leading run getter because the first 2 innings were with that high magnitude. And talking about this game, right away they've gone towards Noor Dania. No surprises. Pace and spin from the other end being opted for Malaysia skipper Winifred.
And I think it's a good call because Noor Dania has been exceptional with the new ball. With the economy of below 4 runs in the series, took 4 wickets as well. So right up front, she could be the key.
And it'll be interesting to watch, will Samjana attack against Noor Dania or not? The way they did against Aina Hamiza. Will that approach still continue against a quality spinner like Noor Dania, who's got that nice mix-up? Starts off with the dot delivery. And Noor Dania, we've seen that in the past as well, adds on that pressure with the dot deliveries, picks up wickets as well.
Yes, I think it's an economy that really plays on the mind of the batters.
Slightly short, swept away. They do have protection in the deep, should only be a single. It's Marcelisa in the deep. Oh, she batted so well. Almost stood there for 19 overs. An unbeaten knock. But will that be enough? We'll have to wait and watch.
And I think I'm a bit surprised not to see Sita Ranamagar coming into bat earlier because a left-hand, right-hand combination could have really unsettled the bowlers.
Another dot delivery towards the mid-off. Yeah, Sita Rana could have been sent in. We've seen her open as well. That left-hand, right-hand combination always puts the bowler and the fielding side in 2 minds. That field rotation coming in. Banged and shot, misfield will allow them that single.
And good recovery from Mahira Rezati as well. It was Ariana Natasha, the fielder, in cover. Again, another option for Malaysia. Hasn't been used throughout the series so far.
It's in the air. Good fielding from Elisa in the deep. Saving a boundary. Also, I'm really very surprised they haven't used Amelin at all. Someone I was looking forward to in the series.
Yes, absolutely. I think we both will agree to that point that Amalin is someone who likes to attack the stumps and with the knack of bringing the ball into the right-handers. We haven't seen the rest of the spinners turning the ball much.
With that dot delivery, end of the over, just the 3 of it. Typical Noor Dania over. 2 overs gone, 15 for the loss of 1. They are getting back to that chat. Amelin, genuine wicket taker, not being used at all. Could be that trick being missed by Malaysia. I feel they should use her today and probably get that 1 over inside of the power play.
This could be a good idea. But I'm pretty sure Malaysia, they have it. They have the chat in the dugout and they have their own plans. But if you have the options, you should at least try them out. And yes, that is Amalin on your screen. A very good prospect for Malaysian cricket. Good off spinner. Can be handy with the bat as well.
And just the 1 over for Aina as Nouralia Batrisia comes in. Or starts with a no ball. Not the best of starts, probably the ball slipping out of the hands. So a free hit here. Something that Kavita Kuvar will be more than happy to accept. It's like a wrapped gift with red ribbon on.
It's absolutely another youngster, Noor Alia Batrisha, taking the new ball, replacing Aina Hamiza, who took a wicket in a very first over. Interesting call here, free hit coming up.
That was a good shot, but straight towards the deep. Just a single.
That was a good looking shot. That ball was travelling. Aina Hamiza did well.
The ground fielding has been impressive for both the sides. A A lot of good work done by the fielding coaches. That's in the air. Should be a catch. Oh, just got a hand to it. Was a tough one. But you want to convert those half opportunities.
Well, it was Marcelisa. She did well. Had to make some ground. She got there one-handed. Could have been a spectacular catch if she hung on to it.
We've already seen very good catch in the first innings by Rachna. Oh, Samjana strikes that quite well. That went in blazing fast towards the long on. Although just a single, good clean striking ability. That's what Samjana has got the reputation for.
I think that's good intent and a good looking shot as well. And you need to give credit to the Malaysian skipper for keeping the fielders in the right areas.
Kavita was just trying to steal that single. Dot ball back to the bowler. Yeah, full marks to the skipper of Malaysia. And also you got to credit the bowlers. Bowling according to your field plan is never an easy task, especially inside the power play. You've got to have a good quality control with your line and length. Kavita, just looking for that quick single. A little risky, a little hesitant was Samjana, which is understandable.
Yes, I think Kavita Kowar, she needs to play her natural game. Probably she's just trying to play that second fiddle, get a single and get back Samjana on strike, who looks to be taking the attack. But as a batter, you need to play your natural game. Doing anything fancy on a day like this can also backfire.
Oh, another drop catch. That was pretty hard. But you want to take those catches. Well, it was Noordania, beg your pardon. The drop catch. 3 overs gone, 20 for the loss of 1.
And that was a good comeback from Noor Alia Batrisha. No ball of the first delivery, then only giving away 3 runs in the next 6 deliveries that she bowled. Still very young, just 17 years old, coming in from the under-19 squad. So Malaysia, they're allowing the youngsters to come in and experience into the senior side. So it's a good combination of experience and youth. And it also lays the platform for the youngsters to come in. It's a brave call from both the captain and the head coach as well.
It's always good to see youngsters performing. Noordania in for a second over. She's quick to get there. Starts with a dot ball. So you've got to add pressure from both the ends. Noordania has been doing that from the other end, but the pace factory has been leaking runs. Quick single is the ask, and they will get that, adding pressure on the fielder.
Well, we have seen throughout this series that the Nepal batters, they like pace on the ball. So that's one trick that the Malaysian bowlers have not been able to grasp. They have a lot of spinners, in fact a lot of unused spinners in the squad. And that's where Noordania really shined in this series. That's heaved away on the onside. They're running hard for, well, just down to 1 run. Good call there.
You've got to be careful. Don't want to lose your wicket through that run out. So good day. Nice sun out there. Nice and bright. With that, another single. Scorching hot as well. It's always good to be in the aircon.
Yes, absolutely. I think we are in the best seats possible in the ground. But again, both the batters are looking good out there because they are not afraid to use their feet, advancing down the track.
Also, that run rate is pretty good. It's under control for them. Samjana goes for the big heave, hasn't timed it well. That will be the catch. That is the wicket number 2. And that iconic celebration again comes in. 23 for 2, and it's the big wicket of Samjana as Noordania picks up her first wicket of the outing.
Again, like I said, they don't enjoy spin. That lack of pace, trying to hit the ball too hard, mistiming it, and a good judge catch as well. Let's have a look at that. She was beaten in the flight. So just coming from the top end of the bat and a simple catch to Aisha Elisa. And she celebrates. So will Malaysia. 2 wickets down, 23 on the board. So Nepal will have Pooja Mahato walking in. What a time for her to come in to bat as well.
She always likes coming out in tough situations. Very confident player. A genuine match winner. Pooja Mahato, ex-under-19 captain. She was here in Malaysia early this year, leading the Nepal side for the ICC Under-19 Women's World Cup, where BAYUEMAS hosted the finals also, where India won the World Cup back-to-back.
And talking about the same World Cup, it was Noor Dania who was the captain of Malaysia. So these are two captains, under-19, ex-under-19 captains going against each other. So it will be a good contest to watch out.
Completely agree on that. Last ball of the over. And Pooja Mahato takes the aerial route. Looks like she's been settled from the dugout. A single to finish it off. So 4 runs plus a wicket. And after 4 overs, 24 for 2 are Nepal.
Yes, Noor Dania almost getting the better of Pooja Mahato. Again, the lack of pace. And I think she has been very smart with her pace today. Not trying to bowl too quick. And Noor Alia Batrisha gets another over here. Still early days. A lot to learn for her. But I'm sure with more matches and more exposure that she gets, she'll only get better with it. And it's all about nerves. Coming in your early days of cricket, you need to build your confidence as you grow through matches.
Oh, good shot. She's just squeezed it out. And that might just run away for a 4. Yes, it will. That was a brilliant shot from Pooja Mahato. Never easy to play that Yorker length, just guiding it towards the third boundary to start the over number 5.
Yes, a brilliantly executed shot. Look at that. Played it very late and she know exactly where the fielder were. So smart batting here. Good shot. Sometimes you don't really need to swing your bat. You just need to be sensible.
Signs of sensibility from Pooja Mahato. One of the star performers for Nepal lately. This one's going to be a wide. And generally we've seen the first ball that you hit for a 4, the bowler is under tremendous pressure. They try to do something extra, and that's what Noor Alia has done there. Again, trying to go for that wide length. And if you want to go for that wide length, you got to push the short third towards the deep. Because you know that there's always a cushion for the batter. All he has to do is just clear the fence, the 30 yards, the circle. That's up in the air. Should be at least a couple of runs. No, sent back just in time.
Well, the youngster definitely struggling with the line and length. She has either been too full or slightly short. So she needs to find the rhythm and the right line and length. And I think someone has to go and talk to her. She's still in her early days, so she needs guidance as well.
Oh, another no ball. Pulled away. Although you've got a fielder in the deep. It's Mahira with the save. 2 more added plus the no ball.
Well, Malaysia took those early wickets, but now they're just allowing the batters to settle down, letting them ease themselves out there in the middle.
That is something what happened in the second T20I also. No runs on the board, 2 wickets down, but then that partnership came in by Ruby and Pooja Mahato, which took the game away. That's a wicket, but won't be counted as it was a free hit. Swing and a miss.
Well, that will be an encouraging side for the young bowler, and that's exactly where she needs to bowl. Probably that delivery will give her the idea of what she should do next.
Nonetheless, a dot ball, no damage on the free hit. Just pushed away on the onside. Will be a comfortable single.
Well, 9 runs of this over so far, 2 more deliveries to go. So these are overs that's really going to reduce the pressure and allow the batters to play more freely. Pooja Mahato again Very good start. Good counter-attacking cricket that both the batters are playing right now.
Straight towards the field. Oh, goes for the one-handed try. A drop catch by the skipper, Winifred. That could have been a comfortable catch if she had put in both the hands, but probably the sun coming in. But that's a big drop. Big drop.
Well, error of judgment there, I would say. Went straight to her. She had to go for two hands. One-handed opportunity. I mean, it's not the best ploy.
And again, towards Winifred, end of the over. Well, a drop catch. That too of Pooja Mahato. 5 gone, 35 for the loss of 2. Nepal chasing 112 to win this.
Well, the captain of Malaysia dropping that could be a crucial one, as it was the catch of Pooja Mahato, who can be the game changer. We have seen her bat. And it's those crunch situations where you really need to be sensible. The Malaysian captain just putting one hand to that catch, whereas she could have easily gone for two hands. But it's those small lapse of judgment that can really cost you the game. You need to take your catches. And it's Aisha Elisa, another bowling change for Malaysia. End of 5 overs. It's 35 for 2. Oh, that's in the air. Just short of the fielder. Direct hit. This could be close. And she's been given out. What a breakthrough here. And it's Pooja Mahato. And just like the previous game, Pooja Mahato was dropped. The very next delivery, she went out. It happens once again. This time, courtesy of a brilliant throw. A run out here.
Yeah, direct hits are always touch and go. Looking for that quick single. 3 stumps to aim at. And yes, she was caught short. And Mr. Kalidas slowly raising the finger up. Wicket number 3. And Malaysia with all celebrations. That's the big wicket. And as you mentioned, Pooja Mahato got a lifeline in the previous over, but couldn't further make any damage. She walks back for 7. And it's 35 for 3.
Well, what a bizarre way to get run out. Pooja Mahato was looking very good out there. That was a lucky breakthrough, but Malaysia will take it. It's Indu Burma, the captain, on strike. Good start, good delivery, attacking the stumps.
And I feel now the attack mode should be on for the bowlers. You've got to pick up another wicket or two. You can't get carried away. Get that wicket of Kavita and Indu. Brilliant work here from the Malaysian fielders and the bowlers.
That's a good delivery outside the off stump.
Also the first over for Asia. Another young face added to the squad. This is a brand new phase of cricket for Malaysia women's. The way they've been playing, the attack mode is there, they batted well. This is revolutionary for them.
Received away on the onside. That will pick the gap and a boundary. That was lofted from her pads. Good looking shot here from Kavita Kuar.
That's typical Kavita for you. Anything on that middle and leg stump and she's just going to put that away. She's a genuine power hitter. Known for those explosive knocks. 39 on the board. Those 3 dot deliveries and then you get that boundary. That's the release shot. Shaidur.
Straight away, there's a change in the field. Mid wicket goes deep. Again, just trying to scamper for a single, but this time there's no runs on offer. I think Kavita Kuar will need to bat sensibly in here.
She's got the boundary of the over. Her asking rate is not very high, just around 5.15. You got to keep wickets in hand. That's important going forward.
Fuller delivery, driven straight to the cover fielder. Will end the over. It's 39 for 3. Well, Nepal lost 3 wickets, but the good thing is the run rate. They're scoring in at 6.5 runs per over, which also controls the required run rate. They only need 5.21 runs per over, and umpire Stevens signals the end of the power play, end of 6 overs. And a change in bowling, it will be Mahira Izzati. A good call, I would say, because I think it's time for the spinners to come in.
The spin attack can do wonders, as you mentioned earlier, that Nepal batters like pace on. They are always been troubled with spin. And if Mahira can trouble the batters, pick up a wicket or two, that's what Malaysia needs.
It's in the air. Oh, what an attempt. That was a full-fledged dive there. Noor Alia Batrisha, she got there. Desperate dive. Look at that. Oh, could have been one of the best catches we have seen.
Yeah, full marks to the efforts, but you want to complete the catch in order to get those wins.
That's pulled away. There's a field out there. Just a single.
Yeah, there was a yes and a no. Signs of panic for the two batters. That drop catch, how expensive could that be? It was a tough one. Had to dive forward. Never easy. But you expect those grabs to be completed, don't you?
It's absolutely. We need to be critical. And that still goes down as a drop catch. Much better. Good delivery. Oh, misfield. Just allowing the batters to snatch a run. Well, you need to be more proactive out there in the field, especially when the required run rate is only 5.1 runs per over. Every single run here will matter.
Absolutely agree on that. Every run matters. Every dot delivery matters for the bowling side.
Let's play it straight to the bowler. This time she does well. A dot delivery. Well, a good start. She created that opportunity in the very first delivery. So that shows the signs that spinners can really do the job for Malaysia. Another misfield. Good recovery there from the fielder. Another single.
4 of the over. Pitched it a little too full. Mahira bowling her first over. Game very much in balance.
That's slightly short, cut away. There's a sweeper out there. Another single, 5 runs off the over. It's 44 for 3. The Nepal batters, they went off to a good start. Samjana scoring 11. Ruby Puddar was looking good. She went out for 5. Kavita Kowar still out there with 14 runs. Pooja Mahato, that was a big wicket. Run out by Aina Hamiza. Direct hit from her. Indu Verma is still out there. And Nepal will be looking for a partnership in here. They're still going over 6 runs per over. But they will need to preserve those wickets and keep the scoreboard ticking.
Yes, partnerships are always the key. Run chase. You've lost early wickets. Zasia will continue from the Golden Hope end.
Oh, that's edged away. And that will run away for a boundary. Well, good delivery from Aisha Elisa. But Indu Verma will take it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that delivery. Just the thick outside edge for Indu Burma. They'll pick up the 4 runs. No one there in the deep. They had the short third. 4 to start the over. 48 on the board. Look at that run rate, just around 6.7. Whereas Malaysia, when they were batting, I think up till the 14th over, they were just under 4.5 or 5 at the max.
This played with soft hands. Misfield once again allowing that single. This time it was Noor Dania, usually one of the safest fielders out there.
It's also adding pressure on the fielder. You're looking for that tight single. You know the fielder is going to charge in, look for that run out opportunity. And those singles coming in is very important. That strike rotation, which we've been talking continuously about, has been followed well by Nepal.
Big appeal, could be very, very close. Again, trying to hit across the line. Not the best of shots, but we need to have a look at that once again.
I was probably just missing the leg stump. I was drifting away. Good decision there, Mr. Kalidas. Very experienced on-field umpire. Done a lot of ICC and ACC events as well.
Smart batting. Very smart there. Kavita Kowar just playing it with soft hands. She realizes that the fielders are at the edge of the circle.
Smart and commendable. You have to rephrase that. 50 on the board, 62 more to win from 12.2 overs. Required run rate, they've made sure that it stays just around 5.03.
Oh, that's good feeling of our own bowling. It was not a catch. Hit the ground. But 50 up for Nepal as well, and the runs came in quick time. So there's one feature of this innings that they have found boundaries.
They found boundaries here and there, and they made sure those singles and doubles were coming in.
That's heaved away on the onside, coming from the inner part of the bat. They're pushing for the second, but they will go against it, or direct hit from the boundary.
Of the over with that single. 51 for 3 as Indu will keep the strike. 8 gone. 61 to win from the remaining 12 overs.
Well, Mahira Izati will continue in here. Again, played straight to the fielder, and they've squeezed a run. Another single. Smart batting here from the Nepal skipper. Indu Burma just doing the right thing, keeping the scoreboard ticking. Well, the required run rate is very manageable. 60 runs required. It's played down the ground. Another single here.
These singles will do the job. They've made sure that the boundaries are also coming in. Kavita Kuar on 16. Indu Burma has been on 10. Oh, looks like there's slight little injury there. Probably the cramp coming in. She is down. Physio out there.
Well, 53 for 3. So we have seen another player going down. It was Isa Elisha. Well, it's the heat, the hot, humid conditions in here. It's not easy. Good looking shot, played down the ground. Another single. Well, they're just milking runs in here.
The runs are coming in quite easy for them. And there's been some good, smart, and sensible cricket from the batters of Nepal. Haven't tried to do anything extraordinary. Stuck to the basics.
And cleaned up. That hits the timber. What a wicket here for Mahira Izati as she gets the important breakthrough. And it's the big fish, Kavita Kuar, who gets out.
Trying to go for the sweep shot, which is always a little risky. It's high rewarding, of course, but you miss. I hit, says the bowler. And Mahira sends Kavita back into the hut. Look at that delivery. Didn't turn much, aiming at the stumps. You've missed it. Straight onto the top of the off stump. That is where the bowling coaches tell you. Target the top of off. Probably Amelin getting a pat on the back, so probably she might also come in. This could be a sign here.
Yes, and I think it's a good sign for Malaysia because you'll need to bring those bowlers who will be attacking the stump, especially if you're an off spinner. You need to pitch the ball from the fourth stump and get the ball to come back into the middle. And I think that she's someone who can do that.
And also get that slip in position will make things even more spicier. As Rubina Chetri walks out in at number 6. One of the most experienced batter in that lineup. She's also the ex-captain for Nepal before handing on that captaincy baton to Indu Burma. So a lot of responsibility on these two senior members of Nepal with 58 more to win. Is this the twist in the tail that Malaysia was looking for?
Yes, Rubina Chetri, the only centurion in the squad as well for Nepal. Top score of 118 versus Maldives in Malaysia itself. So she is pretty aware of the situation and the conditions out here. Last delivery coming up. Another good delivery. Excellent over here. 3 runs and that important wicket. 54 for 4. Well, after all that long wait and we being mentioning her name again and again, it will be Amaline who takes the ball in her hands. Well, definitely she has that reputation. Played a lot of cricket for the state and for the clubs in Malaysia. Definitely someone to watch out for. Yes, sometimes the nerves can get the better of you, but we hope that she does well. And I think it's a good change to bring in for Malaysia.
A lot of responsibility on her because the kind of reputation that's been put on.
Let's cut away. Not a bad start, slightly short, and she has the knack of turning the ball into the right-handers.
A genuine wicket taker, Amelin picked up the player of the match in the first game that she played in the YSD Malaysian Super Women Series, where she was featuring for the Southern Jaguars, had won the competition also. Can she get the better of Rubina?
Oh, that was tantalizingly close to the stumps. Brilliant delivery. Again, the change of pace, just flighting the ball, looping it in there, enticing the batter, almost got double-minded.
As a bowler, you'd just be thinking, how could that miss the stumps? That should have been the first wicket. Almost had the better of Rubina Chetri. Amelin stepping up to her name.
Again, the ball just coming back into the right-hander. This is good bowling. 3 runs of the 3 deliveries. Decent start here.
That doesn't matter with the runs. She's been bowling in good areas. She needs to pick up that right channel. Wicket will come in. She just needs to be consistent.
I'd like to see her bowl much closer to the batter. She has been slightly short of length. I think that's something she needs to adjust. If she can bowl it much nearer to the batter and entice her to play the drive in the air, there is a cover in catching position. Again, slightly short, but no runs there.
Also, she's got a very, very nice action. Very clean. Look at that arm rotation. Comes very close to the ear. And as a spinner, they always tell you to bring it as close to that head position while you're delivering.
Again, short and wide. But still, another dot delivery. Only 3 runs. Wonderful first over from Amaleen. And we are at the halfway stage. And with that, the umpires have called for drinks.
The drinks break. It's pretty hot and humid out there in the center. We are live from the BAYUEMAS Oval, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. 4 T20I out of the 5 that are to be played. 2-1 up are Malaysia. And for Nepal to level it up, they need another 55 from 10 overs with 6 wickets in hand. As Mahira Izzati will continue from the Negara end. Starts off with a dot delivery. It's a good powerful strike straight towards Nurdania.
I think Malaysian bowlers have a plan because both the spinners are dropping their length because they are aware that both these batters are very strong down the ground.
That could be one idea. Single there towards the deep. 59 runs on the scoreboard. 58, I beg your pardon. Rubina has not looked very comfortable so far. 6 deliveries, just getting a single. It's going to be another dot ball. Excellent work there. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yes, look at that. The dive put in there. So you can see in the body language that the Malaysian players, they are up for a fight because the game is still in the balance. can swing either ways.
This time pushed away, will be a single. Looking for that gap in placement. As you mentioned, anybody's game from here. It's a matter of couple of wickets for the bowling side. One good over, which gets you 15 plus. The batting side will have the better. So that's the game of margins. This format, T20. Another dot ball. This is absolutely brilliant stuff.
It's brilliant job done by Mahira Izati. He's closing down the runs. Just 2 runs in this over, 3 of the previous one. So that's 5 runs in the last 11 deliveries.
There was an appeal, but inside the trim line. Dot ball. An excellent over. Just a couple of runs. Let's have a look at the replay. An extra bounce. 11 gone. 59 for 4. 53 from 9 overs. That run rate that they require is just around 6. So that's good signs for the bowling side. 1 or 2 good overs from the spinners. Amilin especially. There's 1 more over for Mahira. You've got a couple of overs for Noordane, which we've seen they keep for the back end of the innings.
Yes, I think these are the 3 bowlers that can really do the trick here for Malaysia. Well, Amalin coming in to bowl her second over. Oh, excellent delivery. That's the line and the length she should be bowling at.
Very close to the stumps again. No shot on offer. You can see telling the fielders to just round up, come a bit closer, take a start. Let's save those singles. Slightly fuller. This could be a tough call. Single there. Oh, you needed a direct hit. And Rubina could have been going back home.
Again, beautiful delivery, that drift. And almost getting the better of Rubina, who was running towards that danger end. A better throw there, and things could have been different.
A direct hit could have been cherry on the cake. Looking for that single, but denied. Never a single. The fielders on the toes. It's good to see the fight back for Malaysia.
It's an excellent bowling once again, just playing with that 4th, 5th stump line, not giving any room to the batters to play with. And she does it very consistently.
Oh, that's slightly short and pulled away. 4 runs. That sweep shot. A lot of power there. The boundary that was needed for Nepal comes in from the bat of the skipper, Indu Burma.
Well, brilliant shot there. Just fetched it from around the stumps. Again, just on the middle stump. That's the wrong line to bowl at. Brilliantly executed by Indu Burma. That boundary will ease the nerves here.
That was a release shot. Those dot deliveries were piling up. That boundary just got you under control. Another good strike towards the deep. Will be a single. Marcelisa there. Surprisingly, no overs for Marcelisa so far. Probably that injury that you were talking about. But I've seen her bowl quite well in the Malaysian Super Women Series. Just completed 1 week ago. So probably just give her 1 over, roll her arm a little bit. Or do you think it's not a good idea?
But I think she is someone very competitive, and she will not take the ball until she feels 100%.
Oh, that should be another boundary. This time Rubina. That was poor length. Full toss. Another boundary. Second 4 of the over. 10 of it. As we were talking about that 1 good over. There it is.
Well, not the best of deliveries. Full toss on the pads. Easy pickings here for Rubina Chatri. And that over just changes the equation and ease the pressure for the batters. 10 runs of it.
Hamlin pitching it a little too full. Paying the price for it. As Mahira will continue. 2 overs, 1 for 10. 3 overs, I beg your pardon. Last over of her spell. So with the dot delivery pushed back to the bowler.
Well, just when Malaysia were putting pressure on the batters, that over from Amaleen, 2 boundaries, 10 runs, they need to find some silent overs here, at least 2 or 3 overs that can rebuild that pressure.
Good powerful strike down the carpet. Would only be a single, just the one more run coming in.
I won't mind to see one or two overs from Aina Hamiza in the middle as well.
It's been pushed away. Single. That previous over has eased that run rate also. You can afford those singles. All you got to make sure is keep picking up ones and twos, get closer to the target, and then runs will flow in. Bowlers will make errors.
Yes, and both the batters are looking very good out there. Decent partnership going on for Nepal. Full toss, played away in the gap. That will be a boundary. These are easy pickings here for Indu Burma.
That's poor bowling. Full toss again, and Indu Burma just smashes that away for a boundary. Easy pickings. No one there in the deep. To the boundary skirting. 75 on the board. 37 now the equation. Should be an easy win for Nepal from here. Unless and until they make some errors. Another good strike. Another diving effort. Should come back for the 2. No. Just the 1 run. Good work in the...
Excellent work in the deep once again. It's Noor Izzatul, the fielder. Well, she has done a phenomenal job at the boundary.
Goes for the big heave. This should be another boundary. In fact, will be the first maximum of the series. And it has come in from the strong girl from Nepal, Rubina Chetri. Another full toss.
Well, what a hit. Right there in her slot. And the first maximum of the series coming in the 4th match. An expensive over, 13 runs of it. Well, that's 23 of the last couple of overs. Totally shifting the momentum towards Nepal. And now it's Noor Dania replacing Amaleen.
Well, the skipper is now forced to bring in Noor Dania. And also no overs for Winifred. She could have come on in these middle overs as well. Apart from just sticking to spin, just change it up a little bit. 30 more from the last 7 overs. Dania has bowled well. 2 overs, 1 for 7. Starts off pretty well.
It's a very good delivery to start with. Well, I think the idea was good from Winifred to bring in the spinners. Yes, it's some good batting from the Nepal batters. They took the attack to the spinners, scored some quick runs, some boundaries that really changed the context. If not, the spinners were doing a good job. So that's the problem with T20 cricket. So one good over can really shift the course of the game.
I feel the bowlers were under pressure. Bowling those full tosses was never required. Will be a single towards the long off. And I feel that one big over, that 10 runs, that just shifted the momentum and the game just slipped away. Mahira Izzati as well, who bowled really well in the first 3 overs, just gave it up in the last over of her spell.
It's all about holding on to your nerves and play the sensible cricket. Both the batters are doing there. Rubina Chetri and Indu Burma. They were under some pressure, but they have soaked into the pressure and now they're batting much more freely.
Rubina was struggling initially. Had just the 1 run of 6. Now she's run a ball 14. Another good strike through covers. Got Winifred in the deep. Will be 1 more run added to the board. Okay, Noor Dania. I think they heavily rely on Noor Dania.
Well, she has been the only consistent name throughout the series without doing too many mistakes. We've seen rest of the bowlers, they were good in different patches. But Noor Dania was the only bowler very consistent throughout.
With that single, ends the over. A good over again from Noor Dania, just the three of it. And after 14, 85 for 4 on Nepal, 27 more to win from the last 6.
Finally, it's time for the Malaysian skipper to take the ball in her hand. Pressure situation for her. Only 27 required. This should be an easy chase here for Nepal. Well, until the 10th over, things were looking very dicey for them. And just after the drinks break, they've really stepped on the gas. Oh, that's a misfield. And that might just run away for a boundary. Well, it just stops before the ropes. But they will run the third. Good running once again.
That was just flicked away. It was a Yorker length. Nothing wrong with that delivery. Diving effort from Ameline. Game slipping away from Malaysia. As you mentioned, that last 3 overs is where the tables have turned. The aggressive batting came in from the Nepal batters, as you can see. The clouds also settling in. Another inside edge coming in from the inner part of the bat. Will only be a single. Good charge there. Lisa.
Well, straight away after those runs, you can see the change in the body language of the Malaysian squad. The shoulders dropping. So you need to keep your belief till the end. It's never over until it's over.
Absolutely agree on that. It's a dot ball. Reminding of that last year on this very ground, or it was this ground, if I'm not wrong, where Malaysia was defending 120, was the senior men's team, ICC T20 World Cup qualifiers. 90 for the loss of 2 was Hong Kong, China in 10 overs or so. Oh, good shot. That's a boundary. Well, runs are flowing in easy now. Zindu Burma is striking it nice and clean. And talking about that, we'll talk about that after this delivery.
Well, again, a brilliant shot. Look at that. Right over the bowler. Beautiful timing. So the captain leading from the front. And it's a good battle as well. Both the captains going against each other. Winifred versus Indu Burma. But now it's Indu Burma who is dominating.
And now change of angle. Wants to come in around the wicket. Indu batting with 100 plus strike rate. Oh, swing and a miss. That was a good delivery. Kept a bit low as well.
Good change of pace as well. Just rolling her fingers. Getting some pace away from the ball. And straight away Rubina Chatri doing the right thing. Having a word with a younger partner. Just calming her down. They've got things under control.
Senior member. Last ball. 8 of it. It's going to be a wide. She'll have to re-bowl that one. Well, these extras have been a little bit of concern for both the sides, not just Malaysia but also Nepal. In the first innings we saw that. Talk about the Malaysia-Hong Kong game. 90 for the loss of 2 in 10 overs, and Malaysian skipper came in and just won the game for them. They defended quite well. So you got to be in the game till the very end. You just can't lose hope. End of the over. 15 gone, 95 for the loss of 4. 17 more to win from the last 5.
Well, the Nepal batters, they will be very happy, especially after losing those early wickets. Kavita Kuar hung in there, 16 runs from her. Indu Burma and Rubina Chatri now doing the recovery. Captain leading from the front. Indu Burma, 35 runs for her. Rubina Chatri 16 of 16. And Noor Dania will be coming in to complete her fourth. 95 for 4 on the board for Nepal. Oh, full toss, heaved away on the onside, in the gap, one bounce, another boundary here. These are easy pickings.
Poor start. This time Noor Dania at the receiving end. Another full toss. Nothing that you can expect from the batter to just smash it away. And with that 4, we're just 13 runs away from victory. Well, that glory is just coming in. With the series leveling up. Perfect conditions for the next game.
Well, that will set up for a thriller in the last game, the decider. Tomorrow, a big game for both the sides. It's Nepal just inching away from that victory. Well, we have been praising the Malaysian spinners throughout, calling out those names, and I think the Nepal batters had other plans, attacking the spinners today. So they have taken a different approach to the game, and it has worked for them. Another single that will bring up the 100 for Nepal as well.
With that single, 100 is up. 12 more to win. This has been a perfect captain's knock by Indu Burma, well supported by Rubina Chetri, of course. She took the pressure off with that big hit.
Fuller delivery, that's in the air, but will be short of the fielder. Mas Elsa doing a good job. She had to make a lot of ground to get to that.
Yeah, the shoulder is dropping now for Malaysia. They know that the game has slipped away from them. It's been a good chase. Very timed chase by these two batters.
Play down the ground. It's in the gap. Will they run for the second? No. Good throw from the deep. Once again, Noor Izatul, the fielder.
7 of the over with one more delivery to spare. Noor Dania, 3.5 was 1 for 17. Another impressive spell from her.
That's a good end to the over as she finishes off 4 overs, 17 runs and a wicket. Another good day in the office for the off spinner. Well, Rubina Chatri and Indu Burma well in control of the chase. It's a wonderful partnership. And I can say it's a match-winning knock from the skipper as well, right at the right time for Nepal, who stepped in, took on the bowlers. And it's Aisa Elisha came into bowl. It's Indu Burma on strike. Good delivery right up there in the block hole, and Indu Burma does well. Takes a single of the very first delivery.
And needs nothing fancy from here. Less than 10 to win. Indu will be eyeing for a 50 on 42 of 36. Has batted really well. Took the responsibility when the team needed her.
Played straight to the bowler. Well, Rubina Chatri looked very matured in this innings. She was not taking any pressure on her, not afraid to play those dot deliveries, but when the moment came, she hit those boundaries as well.
She batted really well.
It's good support to Indu Burma. Oh, just away from the fielder, and that will be another boundary. Just like we mentioned, again, on the odd occasion, if the ball is there in a slot, she's going to go for the runs.
Yeah, excellent timing and placement through covers. Fancy looking shot. Waited on for it, played it as late as possible. Was a diving effort, never easy. And now the equation dropping to just 5 to win from here. Series leveling up.
Well, Nepal just one hit away. She squeezes that once again. Well, you can't blame the fielder in the previous delivery. She went for the dive, but that ball was traveling right off the middle of the bat. What a comeback here from Nepal. This could be a big victory as well. They still have 6 wickets in hand. They're going for the run. Oh, a direct hit there. And Ruby Nachatri would have been struggling.
Yeah, just the boundary away from that win. Nepal, as you mentioned, will be a big win. 6 wickets in hand and 3.1 overs remaining. Will Indu finish it off with a 4?
It's a full toss in the air and just short of Marcelisa. She does well. Almost overran.
Good football skills in the end. A single and just the 3 to win. 17 gone. 109 for the loss of 4. 7 of that over from Marcia.
Well, that look from Marcelisa says it all. She did a lot of hard work. Got a 50. Got Malaysia to that strong position. 111. And the bowlers did a good job up front as well. Picking up those early wickets. But then it was this partnership that really changed the game. Captain leading from the front, Indu Burma and Ruby Nachatri. Well, Indu Burma just 7 short of that 50, but they only need 3.
She could get there by getting a double and then going for the big hit. That's the only way you can get that 50.
But I still doubt with Ruby Nachatri on the other hand, she will be going for her shots as well.
Yeah, but if she takes a double, she'll be back on strike. So anything could happen. Winifred back.
And they're again running hard, but just a single, just 2 runs required. Well, I think it's a good time for the Malaysian bowlers to think back. But yes, I can't blame the bowlers. I think it's just good batting from the Nepal batters. Again, played through the covers. And with that single, the scores are level. So Nepal just 1 run away. And the series is all in the balance once again. It's exactly where we started. So whoever wins tomorrow will claim the series.
Well, Indu's got a chance now. She's on 44. If that big hit can come in, it will be a perfect finish for her.
I think she'll go for it. Yes, she does. Flicked away on the onside. Beautifully played. And that will seal the victory and level up the series for Nepal. What a way to bring that. And it's the captain of Nepal, Indu Burma. She finishes off with 48 runs not out. A match-winning knock from her. And Nepal have won this game by 6 wickets.
A sigh of relief for Nepal. A good clinical run chase, winning it by 6 wickets. Malaysia won the toss, put up 111 for the loss of 5 in their 20. Marcelisa top scorer, brilliant 50, 56 not out from 63. Mahira got 18 of 21. Noor Dania getting run a ball 15. Kabita bowled really well, 3 for 10 in her 4 overs. Pooja Mahato 1 for 12 in the only over that she bowled. And Kabita Joshi 1 for 18 in 3. In reply, 17.3 overs is all that took Nepal to get home and winning this with Indu Burma. Top class knock, playing that captain's knock, 48 not out of 39. Rubina Chetri run a ball 23, she was explosive. And then Kabita Kuvar 16 of 25 at the top, really helped them in this run chase. Aina Hamiza started off with that wicket, 1 for 12 in the only over that she bowled. Noor Dania 4 overs, 1 for 17. Again, very, very disciplined and impressive. And Mahira 1 for 23 in the 4. In the end, Nepal squaring the series 2-2 at the end of the 4th T20I. And tomorrow will be the series decider, of course, as we head towards a short little break. But on the other side will be the post-match presentation where we'll have Shahidur with the 2 captains and, of course, the player of the match.
Welcome back for the post-match presentation. Another wonderful game as Nepal won this game by 6 wickets. Clinical performance from them, and they'll level up the series. But before we go further, I would like to have a word with the Malaysian captain, Winifred. So, Winnie, tough day for you. You had the runs on the board. What went wrong for you?
I think after the 10 overs, our bowlers didn't bowl as what I wanted them to do. So that is where we lost the game, the momentum, I think.
And any words on Marcelisa? Wonderful knock from her.
I would say great comeback from her after a long time, and good to see her scoring big runs. I hope she continues this effort and play for the next game as well, the same momentum.
So tomorrow will be a decider. So anything different that you would want to do from today's game?
We'll just come back positive and stronger tomorrow as both 2-2 now. So it'll be a good fight tomorrow, and I hope the girls come back strong, bounce back.
Okay, good luck for the decider.
Thank
you
you
so much for talking to us. And now it will be time for the winning captain, the captain of Nepal, Indu Burma. Well, Indu, a happy captain today with how the things went for you.
Definitely, girls were really played good cricket, and then it was a good partnership between Rubina Didi and me. And I think everyone stood up when it matters. I guess we need to win this game.
Yes, absolutely. I think right at the right time, your batting really clicked. How happy are you with yourself while batting there? It was a tough time when you came into bat, and then how you soaked into the pressure and how you score your runs. Tell us something about that.
Definitely, I need to play the vital role from the front, so it will be more easier for our girls. For if we made a good partnership between with any one player, so it will be more easier for our girls. So I have to stand and play until the last. So I think that's the great game today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Rubina Chatri, with her experience, she really helped you bat out there as well.
Yes, because she's the one who is more trust for our team as well. So she is brilliant player for our Nepal women's team as well. So she played a great inning today.
And good fight back, and congratulations to you and your team, and good luck for the decider tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So it will be time for the player of the match, but before we go to that, there are 3 mentions for special performances. Kavita Kumar, she took 3 wickets, scored 16 runs. Marcelisa for Malaysia scored 56, and Indu Burma, the captain, scoring 48. But before we take the player of the match, I would like to invite our match referee, Mr. Suresh, to join us. He will be giving away the award, and it goes to Kavita Kumar for her all-round performance, 3 wickets and 16 runs. Kavita, let's have a word. So, happy with the performance today?
Yeah, I'm so happy.
So, you're contributing with the bat, with the ball, and you have played a lot of cricket in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So, it feels like home?
Yeah. So, continue play Malaysian game, and I think last week also continue to play. So, I think this is my second home.
Yes, absolutely. We have seen you, in the state cricket and then in the Super Women's cricket, and enjoying your cricket out here. So, how do you find it in Malaysia? Enjoying your time?
Yeah, enjoy, but too much hot. But I'm enjoying the Malaysian.
Okay, wonderfully done, and good luck for the final game. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So that concludes the post-match presentation. We will catch you guys tomorrow for the big day, the decider, the 5th game. For today, thank you so much.